Hi and welcome to the tutorial video for Ultimate Property Dashboard, your leads and insights delivered. In this tutorial we're going to go through my area research. Area research is where we can come on the software to understand a little bit more about the local area where I may be looking to invest or I may already be invested. In order to do this, you have to add areas, and as you can see on the screen here, I have several areas in the SA postcode area added, basically from SA1 to SA9. I've already pre-configured these. Now, when you registered for Ultimate Property Dashboard for the first time, it will have asked you which areas you were interested in, and those areas are what will appear in this view. Also, you'll notice that with SA1 I've got a heart icon next to the postcode. That means that this postcode area is going to display on my dashboard. So when I log in my first view of Ultimate Property Dashboard, SA1 will be included in that report. And let's just quickly flick to dashboard to see that. So as you can see, we've got SA1 right here. We've also got SA6 and SA7, so there are 3 areas included on my dashboard at the moment, and that enables me to get lots of leads and things like that from the dashboard. But the dashboard is in another video. As you can see here, we've got SA1 with a heart next to it, plus we've got SA6 and SA7. Let's imagine for a moment that we want to add SA5 to our dashboard. Simply click on or move the mouse over the top of the tile, and you'll see 2 little buttons come up. This one here is what we're after, pinned to dashboard, and you can see there it is now pinned to my dashboard, which means that when I log in first thing in the morning, last thing at night, whenever it is that you choose to log in, you'll see that area. Now, with my area research, we get a lot more information as well. We also get a breakdown by different property sizes and types. At the moment, we've got residential up to 5-bedroom and HMO, and in the near future, we'll be adding in commercial as well. You can see the asking price change, the asking rent change, and the demand. Now, the asking price change is this current month's performance in terms of values versus the previous 6 months. So if in the case of a 3-bedroom property here, up 2.3%, that means that this month's values are 2.3% higher than the average over the past 6 months. Similarly, for asking rents, the average asking rent for a 3-bedroom property this month is 2.4% higher than it has been over the last 6 months as an average. Finally, we've got demand. That shows at 63%. That means that 63% of stock is selling within a month. So 63% of the stock that is available is turned over or sold within a month, a good measure for demand. And we could compare and contrast different areas and different property sizes to know what's in the highest demand, what's seeing good rental growth, and what's seeing good asking price growth. And as you can see here, just across the SA postcodes, there's a bit of variance in different areas. Some areas are more in demand than others. Some areas have higher rental growth than others. So we can compare and contrast very quickly and look at different property types for different strategies. Now, it may be that you want to add a new area in. Remember, you will have added your areas at the start when you registered, but you can add more in. If we wanted to add some Liverpool postcodes in, we can put we can put L1, L2, and L3 in. Click on proceed, and that will now add the L postcodes to my area view, so I can compare different parts of the country. Very nice, easy to use functionality. So there we go. So we can see there's some information there for the L1, 2 and 3 postcode areas, and you can see quite a marked difference in demand compared to the SA postcodes. Now, it could be that you want to compare multiple areas, so let's suggest we compare Neath Port Talbot against Liverpool. We can do that in filters. So this way, I can just show the areas that I want to compare. So you can have plenty of areas on your dashboard, and you can compare and contrast different areas as you see fit. So that's the filter element and also the add new area element. We've also got this lovely little button up here, the change percentage and the value pound button. We can quickly flip our view between what is the standard view, the one I just took you through with asking price, asking rent and demand, and also we can look at the actual values, so the actual asking price this month, the actual asking rent this month, and the actual yield this month for those different postcode areas, so you can get a really good view of your area and your market very quickly. It's a great function for quickly assessing areas. So if you come across a new area, you're interested in a new area, My Area's research makes it really easy for you to get access to insights into that area. Again, you can see here, we've got varying levels of yield, varying levels of varying values for rent and varying values for asking prices, so you can quickly work out where it is you may be interested in investing. Now, in addition to that, if you can take this SA9 as an example, you can see there we've got 78 on-market properties. This is a lovely little shortcut which automates the search for properties. It basically takes you to My Source and Leads, which is another part of the software, and immediately delivers the most recent properties that have been brought to market. So you can quickly move between my area research and Source and Leads in that way. Going back to area research, if you note, we've also got off-market deals as well. Now, this is where property sources have listed deals. I've got some example ones in SA6 for us. So if I click on those two off-market deals, there's actually three. We've just had a new one added in for our testing. So you can see there's 3 examples. Please don't click on these. These are just mine that I've put in for this demo. But you can see there, these are the off-market deals that are listed. These are 2 direct to vendor and 1 source or lead. So again, you can click on those and see those straight away. And if there are any sources active in your postcode areas, you will see the leads or the deals that they have loaded onto this software. To area research. Not only do we have that detail, we've also got the ability to see data in the form of a heat map, so where most of the property is condensed into. So there's your heat map, and you can zoom in and you'll see different properties in different areas very quickly by zooming in and zooming out. So you can see there we've got some in this area, that one's 210,000, and so on and so forth. So we've got the heat map there in terms of density of property. We will be expanding heat map in the near future to include more detail, but for now that's what we've got available there. Additionally, if we click on show more, we can see more data about an area. You can see here we've got a table of data breaking the properties down, breaking down into a number of different measures. What probably if I just go in here, customize column, and show you what we've got. So we've got all the different property sizes in terms of number of bedrooms, and again we'll be adding to this in the near future. We've also got sales affordability, so how affordable property is, good for comparison. Rent affordability as well. We've got the number of listings that are listed both for sale and for rent, the number of listings that have sold subject to contract, and also a really great measure is the rental to sales ratio, so what percentage of the stock is rental. We've also got demand, so the measures that I talked about earlier in terms of demand, the turnover of stock. We've got the average household income and crime rate, and also population data. So again, if you want to do your review of the local area, you can use some government data there to get access to details. We've also got the land registry growth figures for 1, 3 and 5 years, and also we've got the ultimate property dashboard data for the last 6 months. So if you want, you can put the whole 6 months into the report. And what's probably the best feature of all here is you can stack all of your areas into a table, so you don't just have to use this area, you can put them all in if you want to. So we'll do that for now and click on apply. Now these tables are a really good way of getting lots of data. If we click on customize column, you can see we've got the number of different property sizes that we've got there, and we'll be adding to that and bringing different properties in the near future. We've also got sales affordability, so how affordable a property is compared to the average household income, so a multiple of household income. We've got the rent affordability as well, which is how much as a percentage, as a multiple, the average household rent is. Again, there's breakdowns for that in the product. We've got sales or selling listings and rental listings, so you can see the number of properties for sale and the number of properties for rent in a given area. We've also got those number of properties that have sold, and we've got the rent to sales ratio, so you can see how active the rental market, or how big the rental market is in an area. We've also got demand, household income, crime rates, and the population. Crime rate and population, really useful figures to have. Also, average household income, an exceptionally good piece of information for you. Then we've also got demand. Demand, obviously, I've covered off a bit earlier. That's the turnover of stock. And we've got the land registry data with the 1 year, 3 year, 5 year change in values. I would argue that's less important than some of the other measures that you can have. And then we've also got the last 6 months comparison, so you can look at the last 6 months of data. And also, if you want to, you can put all of your areas into one table. So it's great that you can compare all of your target areas against one another. So that's my area research in full. The only other thing to add really is that you can download these into a PDF, which is great for if you're doing sort of supplier packs, or if you're doing due diligence information for JV partners, or even just for estate agents. If you're going to negotiate with this data is very useful too. So that's my area research all the way through, and this has been Ultimate Property Dashboard, your leads and insights delivered.